Kathy back here. In the last video, you learned about the different types of encodements, natural and artificial. You also learned about a group of beings who work with encodements. In the next videos, I'm going to give you more detailed information, and we'll end each video by working with your encodements. In this video, I'm going to focus on natural encodements. I mentioned last video that your encodement system was similar to a computer operating system. Your encodements energetically attract people and experiences, as well as repel you from different people and experiences. Before I go into any more detail, let me give you an assumption I work from. You don't have to have the same assumption, but you do need to know where I'm coming from. I firmly believe every one of us are infinite beings who have come to Earth to experience life in a particular way. Notice the word infinite. Since you and I are infinite, we can do and experience anything. We have the ability to be a scientist, an engineer, an architect, software designer, entertainer. You get the idea. We have the capacity to be and do anything we want because we are infinite. Because we're coming to experience a finite life here on this world, we would be overwhelmed if we didn't place some limitations on ourselves in this particular lifetime. You choose who you want to be and what you want to experience before you are ever conceived. Your encodement team develops your encodement system to allow this to happen. This means you have encodements, energy structures, which attract you to what you want to experience, and others that block your interest in other experiences. This includes people as well. Let's say you're particularly close to someone at what we call home, our spirit world. You've both decided to incarnate at the same time, but have decided to not recognize each other as special to each other. There are natural encodements created in both of you which prevent you from recognizing each other. To explain the concept of natural encodements in other areas, I'm going to use myself as an example. Like you, I have a variety of interests, gifts, and talents. I love doing healing work with people, and people usually find me easy to speak to. I was a social worker for 35 years, and I still continue to do energy-based healing. My encodement system is set up to attract me to working in this area. My encodement system is also set up to block interest in other areas of life. I'm just not attracted to some things, and I don't even have an aptitude for them. As an infinite being, I have the capability to do anything, including paperwork, which I do not have an aptitude for. In this lifetime, I would choose to focus on other things. My encodement system sets this up for me. Many natural encodements are developmental in nature. This means they become active at certain times. You don't need encodements for driving when you are an infant learning to turn over. Your encodements become active as you go through developmental stages of growing up. Sometimes encodements within you aren't activated when they were supposed to be. For instance, there are certain encodements which were to be activated by a father's and a mother's love when you were an infant. When active, these encodements affect your relationships with other genders and especially your ability to give and to receive love. You can ask your encodement team to turn on inactive encodements. That's what we're going to do now at the end of this video. You're going to ask for the activation of certain natural encodements which were not activated when you were an infant. Go into your heart and take a deep breath. Connect with your encodement team. Just ask them to be with you. Ask them to please activate all encodements which should have been activated by a mother's love. Now ask them to please activate all encodements which should have been activated by a father's love. Just notice over the next few days how you feel about yourself and others, and see if you notice any differences. In tomorrow's video, we'll talk more about artificial encodements. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.